Hello, welcome back to Online Music with Mr. Holzer. I hope you had a chance to practice the piano exercise in my last video. Today, we're going to continue our work on the piano and learn a second exercise to help get our hands in shape to improve our beats, learn the piano, and have a fun time making music online. Just to review, our finger numbers are super important to help us keep track of exactly how we're controlling our hands. This is part of correct piano technique. We're going to focus again on the right hand today. Remember, your thumb is number 1, your pointer finger is number 2, your middle finger is number 3, ring finger 4, and pinky number 5. As I refer to our finger numbers, you can go back to this video if you're confused exactly which finger I'm talking about. We're switching over to the keyboard cam so that we can practice the exercise with just our fingers. Today, the exercise is going to practice skipping from one finger to another and then going back down. Remember, we keep our fingers curved like we're holding a ball, and every time we put a finger down, we pick it up before we move another one. First, we're going to start with 1, pick it up, then 3, pick it up, 2, pick it up, 4, pick it up, 3, 5, then 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. Again, that's 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. Now let's try the same thing, but now on our computer keyboard in Soundtrap. If you have any trouble getting to a new session and pulling up a keyboard sound, please watch my previous videos. Before you try this exercise, make sure you've tried the one before, pressing our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back down. We're going to open up a piano track. And remember, I'm going to line my fingers up from Z to B for this exercise. All 5 fingers with my fingers curved. Here's what the exercise sounds like once I line my fingers up with great technique. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. Then back down. 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. A little faster, it'll sound like this. This pattern will come in handy creating melodies in the future when we make our beats. Let's try recording that with the metronome to double check that I'm really steady and I have total control of my hands. Before we record, turn your metronome on so we can stay with a steady beat. If that seemed a little fast for you, remember you can always slow down the beat by clicking on the number above the word tempo, meaning time, or beats per minute, and lower the number. If I type in 70, the metronome will move slower and I can practice and make sure I'm getting it 100% perfect. Let's try that again a little bit slower. Now again, we need to avoid the temptation to just play that pattern with 1 or 2 fingers, always using all 5 of our fingers. We need to get all 5 of our fingers in shape so when we try to play more difficult things that require more fingers, that we will be able to control our hands the way we need to. The last thing we can do with this exercise is the same thing we did yesterday. We simply shift our fingers over one key on the piano and play the same pattern. This will help us practice this same pattern with new notes. Before, I was lined up from Z to B. After I play that pattern, I will shift my thumb up to X and line my fingers up all the way to N. I'll continue that until my thumb is on B and my pinky is on the period key. This way, I will have played that same pattern 5 times with 5 different sets of notes. That's a good exercise, and if I can do this perfectly, I know I have mastered this skill and I'm ready to move on. I'm going to record that for you now, just so you can hear what the whole thing sounds like. Let's try it out. Once you've recorded, it's always good to check and see if it looks even and the notes look like what we played. I'll see here my white bars in my red box of my recording seem to skip up then step down in very even lengths. And then eventually the whole thing goes up. If yours looks like this after you record it, there's a good chance that you're right. That's all I have for you today. Go ahead and practice that yourself, make a recording of it in Soundtrap, and perfect our piano skills using all 5 fingers on our computer keyboard. Next time, we'll talk about playing chords and how to create great music using our new piano skills in Soundtrap.